It's Fire 716.
Let's go.
It's Big Frank in the morning, Jay Cherie keeping it going. We got them hot topics, local news, and BGC flowing. We got Big Kev on the air, Dark Knight flying in here. It's Fire 716 and we rocking it here. Hey.
It's your boy Big Frank. You're locked into Big Frank in the morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Where you at? Where your mama? Where the drama? Where the wife? Where the kids? Where the son? Where the aunt? Where the niece? Where the nephew? You better be right here on 5716 Radio because this is where you need to be right here, right now. Share it. What's going on? Locked in the room with me, my homegirl Jay Cherie.
In the building.
Kev on there. Kale the Dark Knight provider. And my ghost girl. D-Money. Hey. What's going on? How y'all feeling today, man? What's happening? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Crazy.
It's dreary outside. It's messing with my bones, and I don't like it.
Dang. Isn't that crazy how like the earth decision to rain caused the body's bones to quiver?
Yeah.
Baby, I can feel the storm coming.
And that just means we are earthly beings. Okay.
I don't want to be though. I'm trying to be. I'm a spiritual being.
But it's all
I'm made
one
from the dirt.
It's all one.
Made of the dirt.
100%.
We'll go back to the dirt.
100%. Earthly. Hence the word earthly.
Yeah. I be trying to touch the earth and make it do stuff all the time.
No, it does for you though.
I watch Avatar.
If you stand in the grass for about 30 minutes with your shoes off, you'll feel so much more energy.
Ooh,
I promise you.
Start doing commitment.
No, do it on like hot days. I promise you'll feel so much better.
I'm wild.
Trying to manifest.
Right. I'm trying to make stuff happen for me.
I'm
trying to do wild stuff. Don't pay me no mind.
Yo, valid.
I legit tried to watch the second Avatar movie and couldn't get past the first 20 minutes.
Why?
Is it?
I was just like,
there's a lot.
Somebody told me
it didn't grab my interest at all.
They said
what? That joint was fire.
Somebody told me it was fire, and I'm like, I've been.
Wait. I'm sorry.
I'm down with slow burn.
Real quick,
movies. I'm cool
the website is down.
Doc. For those who don't know, listen. Side up. I was literally watching Denzel Washington movie, and I finished it.
Okay.
And I was going to my next film, and they said, "Sorry,
we have
it's
shut down
forever."
For good." I said, "No."
Sad days.
Big sad days.
So they told me you got to go put in like put locker alternative to find some new sites.
Okay.
But man, I was hurt.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what I'm gonna do now? Because I legit been catching up. Creed 3,
everything
fire.
Is it
Avatar? Fire.
Now, Avatar I'd be confused.
I feel like that is definitely one of those movies you got to see.
Not the Airbender.
All right, so no.
Okay.
Talking about the blue people,
the blue folks.
Right.
Which one am I watching? Because when did it come out?
Last year.
New one just came out.
Last year.
Yes.
Yeah,
and I kept being perplexed. Like, is this last year? When did the first one come out?
Man.
Almost 10 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Been a long time.
That is my
because he's been in the movie he was in for a while. Like he got 3 kids now.
Yeah.
Dang,
yeah.
I've seen this already, I think.
Yeah.
Got human kid and some.
Okay, all right. I gotta check out Avatar.
I don't know, maybe because it just didn't grab me the first 20 minutes. Like,
nah,
the first one like snatched me upon arrival. Because I was like, because I didn't remember everything, so I was like, let me watch the first one so I remember what happens. The first 20 minutes, I was like, nope. Like I just
you gotta stick it out.
It's a slow burner.
Yeah, you gotta stick it out. It's like definitely worth it. Like it.
If you
watch the first one, yeah. So since you watch the first one, you get the precursors up until it starts, and that's really all you need. Like the storyline is what should catch you, not the action that's coming. Because when the action start, it don't stop.
Yeah, at my barbershop.
And like when I say, it's like you brought us into his life to destroy his life in a sense.
get crazy.
It get crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it get crazy.
Because I was like, Creed.
I'ma
3
give you a
is on-
spoiler.
Creed
I'ma-
3 is on Prime, so I was like, okay,
Don't
I'm
get you.
gonna watch it.
Plus that movie. Plus
I was like, I'm gonna watch
Avatar
it. 'cause
like
it's on
3.
Prime.
Okay.
Avatar like 3 hours long.
Yeah.
So yeah, that
It's
it's
3 hours.
Yes.
it's gonna take 30 minutes to really get into it.
For
Like,
real.
It just is.
At least an hour.
And then the 2.5 hours after that is a movie. You
No,
know?
facts. Legit.
Okay.
Because then they giving you the history and the,
Gotcha.
you
I
know,
heard
all those people
Transformers
that-
was good.
They gotta catch up. Oh,
I didn't get to watch it.
Transformers is a good movie.
Word.
The twist at the end gonna have you like,
Yeah,
what?
I need to get.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
I'm
Like, you gonna be like,
Yeah, no, facts.
You know, I went
be
back
like
and tried
crazy.
Transformers. I was like, no, that's
Nope.
not real.
It ain't
So-
real. Sorry.
I'm failing with seeing movies on time. Like people like, oh, I'm going to. Like I was fully intentional of seeing Little Mermaid. Like
Tuesdays.
the day that it came out, I'm probably not gonna see it till it hit Disney Plus. Like it's just, I have intentions,
I go,
but my intentions are foiled every time. we
Yeah.
see
But I
it.
never even
Word.
watched the real
Never.
Little Mermaid in its totality. All I know is
Really?
The
Oh, I told you
You've
it's
never watched the whole.
trinkets and gasmos and gadgets. Ursula,
That actually is a good.
and then she met that
I
man.
barely even know.
But that's
any
the
of
end
that.
though. Then it's Ursula going
And
hard.
then I just have so I went with my wife to go see it, and I was just in and out of consciousness because
He didn't know that.
after she
That's
sung.
just this.
I don't know. I'm not interested. I don't know what else is coming up.
I think like
That's
I said,
the
the whole
thing that keep
premise
you
of
up,
Little
though, is that you don't
Mermaid,
know.
She a mermaid. She the youngest.
She
With
don't-
Frank- in my eyes, she's spoiled.
She
and
fast.
and
Yeah.
She fast.
she saw a dude,
She fast.
fell in love.
She fast.
The joint crashed. She saved his life. The father was mad because he's like, "Yo, humans is out here destroying our world." And she's like, "But daddy, I love him."
Fast.
And
But daddy, I
sold
love
her
him.
soul to try to be with a dude for 3 days
Fast.
and gave her life. You know, her father gave her away after 3 days.
Fast.
Dang.
Just fast.
It's not a good story.
It's not a good story.
It's
Story
really
is-
not. Like it's like a father saying, "Okay, I'm gonna let my 16-year-old daughter marry this dude." After
No,
3
I
days."
get, no. It's like a father. I'm over you. I'm over it.
I'm over you.
Shenanigans.
I'm over your
Shenanigans.
foolishness.
I done destroyed your house, living quarters. I done told you, you're being defiant. You think you're grown. Now that you think you're grown, go on. Then. At this
Go
point,
on.
Go on.
You already a soldier, so
You're
I
so
had to-
done. And now
had
that
to-
you
had
all in
to-
trouble,
I had to help you fight it to get it back. And
come on,
yeah,
come
no,
on, I'm
I'm
line
done.
for you. I died for you. You know,
Right,
come on.
I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
I got 5 more.
Right.
Maybe all right.
And you the youngest one. I'll make another one.
You know,
at this point.
What was your mama in the first place? Okay, we already got.
Facts. Where was her
I got
brother?
beef with your aunt
Frank
anyway.
was
Your
a single
sister.
father.
Like,
Yo, every Disney dad is a single dad.
Dang, they be switching the narrative.
valid.
Disney
Because
dads,
what?
like Disney dads are single dads, but a lot of
But
parents
nobody,
die.
then why nobody talking
Every
about
time.
the woman deadbeat? Oh, she dead.
Every time.
Different
But
beat.
they always kill them off.
Danny-
They always kill your mama.
Danny watched his mama die right in front of him.
No,
Like,
valid.
and
His
the
dad
father-
came.
The father really didn't want him, but it was like,
All
Dad,
right, well, I got you now.
now I got to take care of you. Now
Nah,
his mama
it
dead.
wasn't even like that. His dad was the king of the forest. He was all around the forest.
He was a Rolling Stone.
when
Valid.
she got shot, he came and was like, "Yo, come on, bro.
Look, your mama
You know,
gone.
Your mom
I'm
gone.
the
So
only
let's
one
get
here
it.
for you now.
Let's get it now.
We
now,
don't do.
Now you gotta-
if we don't do a voiceover.
now you gotta follow me around.
we should,
okay?
we
Come
should
on.
do it today.
Now you
No,
gotta follow-
facts.
Now you gotta follow me.
Dang.
The only
Get
parent-
up.
I think the only Disney movie I remember that still had both parents in it by the end is Mulan.
Yeah, Mulan
Valid.
has
That's because
both.
she went to save her father.
Right.
Like,
Valid. She
Mulan-
went to war for
She
them.
went to
war.
Yeah, Mulan
Mm.
still had her parents.
Cinderella ain't had no
Cinderella
daddy.
ain't had no parents at all. Because that was
Her
her
mom
stepmom.
Oh,
died and then her
facts.
That
father
wasn't her real.
died.
That wasn't her real mom. That was her stepmom.
Stepsister
Yeah.
and stepmother. Yep.
You know,
What happened to her dad?
No,
Her-
her mother, like the story of Cinderella, her mom actually died, so the father was raising her, but then her father got married to a but then he
He
mysteriously died. So she was raised
Mm.
by her stepmom.
Oh yeah,
Right.
step I'm gonna kill her and she was the mistress. I
Yeah.
see.
you know,
Yo,
shady,
Disney,
shady,
wow.
shady, you know,
Crazy storyline.
Good morning, y'all. We just we
Nah,
Snow
nah,
White,
no,
Snow
you're right.
White was a
You're right, because not
the
even in
queen.
the animated stuff. Toy Story is only his mom.
valid.
You never see his dad. Not that his dad ain't there working. I don't know
Finding
what he's
Nemo.
doing, but his dad has nothing to do with him and his toys.
Yeah. Finding Nemo, the mama died
Yeah, the mom dies in Finding Nemo though.
trying to save the babies.
So
Hey, definitely Disney.
Facts.
Like that's
They're
Except for
trying to
Toy
make it a
Story-
man's
like
world.
I said, except for Toy Story, because his dad probably is at work for most of these things. It's just that because he got
Princess and the Frog. The father worked himself to death.
because
God.
Moving. Nobody was there for moving when they moved either.
Because remember when he was young, he had just had a sister. His mother had just had a baby when he got Woody.
Oh yeah.
Well, she might have been hot and trotting.
But they have been living in a house since he was young. So it was like either she had a good job, she already had the joint, or
she just been out here getting sperm donors.
Mom and his dad is always at work.
Or she went to the club one night and they don't tell that part of the story and got knocked up on a one night stand. And that's twice. And that's why Woody and them
just her luck.
just my luck.
Because his mom really was always home. Like his mom was always home, so somebody was working, and it was his dad.
Hey, good morning, Rosalind.
Good morning, Rosalind.
It's just real talk. Like I said, Tiana's dad worked himself to death.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Like,
no, it's because he was trying to provide. Like I'm
not saying it's a bad thing.
Right.
He literally worked himself to death.
Dad.
Like. So it was
with no legacy, with no pass down.
It was a restaurant.
You had a restaurant, but she couldn't afford a restaurant, or she had to go resources and
because the mother talked about when she was originally in she got the building initially.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, your daddy worked so hard for this. He would have loved to have seen because he was working himself to death.
Right.
Black man worked himself to death.
Ain't that a story?
The most accurate portrayal
right.
in any Disney film.
No,
black man working himself.
You know, I found out what fake. They had this fake Disney Pixar Wallace. They had these pictures.
Yes, Tupac, Wallace,
and crazy was Wallace came out. I seen Wallace first independently, and I was like,
I looked at that. I was like, nigga, what?
It's real.
No, but I was like, that would be
crazy.
Everybody was like,
it was all a dream. Like for
wild.
Wallace, I think that we see the other ones is like, oh, y'all pushing it. But for like Biggie Disney,
that'd be different.
I
don't think I would go and see it though.
No,
I wouldn't go and see it.
Put a shirt on, man.
Right.
Boy, y'all looking like
it'd be different.
Toner on them.
But you won't be able to watch it because Disney got to kid it up. So like, can't nobody get shy? Can't nobody?
So they turn them into water fights.
They do like she gone, but they don't tell you how she left.
No, they tell you how they don't
think she had cancer. They just be like, oh, she got old and feeble.
That she died. Yeah, that she died before he died. That's what it was.
Like it would be like,
she
turned into a paintball fight.
They couldn't have kids when they just grew up and they died.
You can get Wallace.
Morning, Josh.
Up is a good movie because it's but Pixar make movies to teach you something. Like it's kind of different from how
Pixar makes short movies to teach you something. Pixar make 2 minutes. What is this movie for?
They make shorts,
little shorts. And
They
Chinese.
Yeah,
boys.
they definitely hit me with that joke. I was like, dang, man, D, come on.
Like even though what hurt my heart, even though I still watch it because I love the Minions. They said like the uniform of the Minions was like representative of the Holocaust, like how they had the goggles and stuff during the Holocaust.
Wow.
Who be telling people these things? What
so like
they
was
watching
the
on
scientists?
YouTube?
They were like
not
just like the scientists, but like some of the work that they did on how they had the gloves and like the goggles and the overalls of people who were working in the concentration.
That's what I'm saying. They were working.
So that's where they.
That sounds so bad because
that sounds terrible.
I was like,
that's
and they couldn't talk.
That sounds. That sounds bad.
I was like, that ruined me, but not ruined me enough to not watch the Minions.
That movie sounds so bad. Only because Steve Carell do like the German kind of.
He does.
Voice. I'm like, that sounds so bad now.
Yeah.
It messes you up, but at the same time, I'm like,
Despicable Me is such a wholesome movie. It's such a wholesome movie.
And it's crazy because Aiden was a minion for Halloween.
It's such a wholesome movie.
Even though I wasn't a big fan of Rise of Gru. It was cool, but it wasn't like
Rise of Gru was okay, but I'm talking about the other ones. The first one and the second one, Despicable Me 1 and 2. Those good movies.
Y'all talking
about
the
Minion actual movie, but the Rise of Gru,
the villain, the man, the master.
No, because I never really. So
Rise
I'm not an
of Gru
animated.
shows how Gru came into being Gru.
Got you.
But it wasn't as good as the other Minion movies.
Got you.
It was the 70s.
Yeah.
A black woman was in charge. I was like, makes sense.
Yeah.
So
Carmen Sandiego.
I didn't know that we
Disney review.
For a long time that disco is us.
Yeah, everything is us.
Everything.
Everything is us.
Everything.
Everything is us.
Everything.
Where I watch it. I was Raimi's Black Bottom.
Man, that movie crazy. That's a good movie.
It's with Viola Davis. It's Chadwick Boseman's last movie.
Yeah. It's on Netflix. It's crazy.
And this is for the person to play that role and all she was doing. I said, go ahead,
work it,
girl.
I didn't see it because I heard it had some really interesting situations in it. So.
Work it.
It was like,
I skipped sex scenes because I felt uncomfortable. Look, nah.
But the sex scene was what? What scene? The one with Chad?
I skip all of them. It don't matter.
It
don't matter minute.
That wild. I didn't think it was that wild.
I didn't say that they are wild. I just said I skip them. It's just uncomfortable thing.
Yeah, I can't see Annalise Keaton having sex. I'm sorry.
It's weird.
It's just weird. Viola Davis is like a huge aunt. Is like a cool auntie. I just don't want to see you out here getting it.
That's weird. That's why I ain't watched. What's that movie that you? How to Get Away with Murder? I was like, I can't watch that TV show.
How to Get Away with Murder?
No,
I was like, one, all of those shows is toxic. And two,
I did watch like some of
it.
But then it was just
was she really helping people like get away with murder?
Yeah. Because she was a lawyer, and she taught a class on lawyer. But one of the kids
they took it literally
killing somebody.
The kids that get killing folks should protect them.
It started a whole story.
It wasn't like what's the other show?
It's not like
what's her name?
With
Olivia Pope.
Olivia Pope.
Okay, that's like Scandal.
I almost said.
This is like I'm teaching the class. We got a situation,
and now we got a situation.
Husband.
I'm teaching the class, and they use the information that I'm teaching
because
to go and execute the thing.
Like,
she's a lawyer teaching a class teaching class for lawyers.
Right.
So
but it was like if the kids had to mind their business and not stepped into some stuff.
Right.
The whole situation would have never happened.
As usual,
I might have to watch
and Shonda Rhimes stuff, the black woman gets smashed by the white dude, and it's just
Shonda Rhimes.
But I'm not mad at Shonda because Bridgerton is the business, so I could just it's not for all people. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Even though Queen Charlotte.
Yeah, I was watching Queen Charlotte.
I just reached the point where I was like, I'm tired of watching black people getting smashed by white people. I just don't want to see it.
But
colonization
not in my face all day.
But
smash.
It is based on the true story of Queen Charlotte,
which is
right. So
it's super old stuff. Fine, you know what I mean? It's a time. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about right in here, right now. Olivia Pope, y'all here pining for this married man. Like, get it together. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, y'all, it's going down this morning. When we get back, y'all, we about to get into Big Girl Chronicles. It's going down. Fire 716, Big Break in the morning. Let's go. Everybody, this is DMP Speaks coming at you.
And it's not enough to just dream about your ideas, right? You've got to take action to bring about their creation. Time is passing us by, and that time that we have, and we think we have so much time, we don't have the time like we thought we did 20, 30 years ago. We literally, when we get an idea, we got to make sure this is something that we're supposed to do as a part of our purpose, as a part of our life's work. And we got to be dream creators.
Beautiful Boss LLC, where we empower people and encourage them to be the beautiful boss they were created to be. I advocate for abuse victims, mainly abused children. You don't abuse your children. Like, for example, made to go to bed without food to eat, being sexually abused and raped, that's abuse. Yes, there's so many of them. That's amazing why I wrote this book, guys, because I went through a lot as a child. I was abused very terribly. And it just, God put it on my heart to write this book to advocate for abuse victims.
Today's teenager is tomorrow's potential regular customer. That's what the tobacco industry said about us. But what does it say about them? That they'll do anything to recruit new smokers. Like using menthol flavors to make products smoother and better tasting, so they're easier to start and harder to quit. In other words, menthol is not just a flavor. It's a way for big tobacco to attract and addict us. And there's nothing just about it. Take action at notjustmenthol.org.
Fire 716. Get ready to get into one of the hottest moments of the show. It's called Big Girl Chronicles. It's going down. DJ, hit that bit down. Call 1-800. Jay Sheree is on you.
What's good, everybody? You already know what time it is. It is Big Girl Chronicles, and on this very dreary Friday, where it's raining in Western New York, and it is irritating all my arthritis muscles. I really want to talk about sometimes you need to work on you. So let me explain where I'm coming from. In the last 3 weeks, I have been met with different kind of situations. I have been met with different circumstances that's shaping me as a person and understanding like what's really going on in the world, what's really going on in my world, and how to navigate. But also I've been learning how to actively stay quiet when I see things. And a lot of times when we are going through life circumstances, and because we, especially as African Americans, we have been through so much that we feel the need to vocalize a lot of different things. Some situations are just requiring you to just be quiet, and you need to be okay with that. Yes, there's things that you can address. Yes, there's some stuff you won't give a pass to. But even in my own maturing, I'm understanding that everything does not need to be addressed. Everything does not always need to be said. And everything does not always have to be met with conflict. Because when it comes down to really human development and human growth, you have to understand when is okay to really express what you need to express, and when it's actually okay to just be silent. Because let's just be honest, everything is not required a response. But because we have been given this flat platform to say everything that we want to say, and social media has made it okay to just vocalize what you want to vocalize with no consideration of other people's feelings, we take this and like, well, I'm not going to be bullied, I'm not going to say this. And sometimes you just really need to shut up. Like, if nothing else that I have learned in the last month is to understand which battle you need to fight and which battle you just need to go on and let pass, because we are out here becoming toxic human beings because we have lost the ability to shut up sometimes and just let certain things pass. The person is doing what they're doing because they're expecting a response, and you keep responding, feeding into what they want and into what you want them, they want you to do in the first place. So why continue to keep being out here always having something to say? If nothing else, allow somebody to think that you're a fool. Don't open up your mouth and confirm that you actually are. So in this edition of Big Girl Chronicles, understand, choose your battles, whether it's work, whether it's marriage, whether it's life, whether it's ministry. Learn to choose your battles, but understand that sometimes silence is everything. There's a lot of things that you can say, but sometimes silence is the thing that says the most. So learn your silences. Because you're beautiful, you're intelligent, and you're graceful. You're big people. And this is your edition of Big Girl Chronicles.
Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. Shut up.
Listen.
Just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Because I really had to learn, like, for me personally, in the last month, study to be quiet is an essential thing, but it's
That's
very hard thing to do, especially when you feel like you are justified to say something.
Yeah.
And I have had to learn, like, I'm gonna take this to the Lord.
People liable to get knocked out.
No
like,
fact.
Lay hands. You must be sick. I tell you all the time, because the Bible says lay hands on the sick, and you must be sick.
Must have been.
That you handle in this situation.
Listen, I was in a car with a person the other day.
I'm always quiet. So.
And I'm an advocate for being silent when people are like overreacting to certain things. But I was in a car and I was watching a video on my phone, and the person got into the car. Mind you, it's their car. They got into the car, started the car, turned the music up. Cool. I'm still listening to my video.
It's your car, bro. Do you?
You know, I'm still listening to my video, but they get upset with me because I'm watching this video while they're trying to listen to music. I'm like, bro, just listen to the music. Like, I'm chilling. Like, but in that moment, I had to just shut up.
Ain't that serious?
It's not that deep.
Serious for me.
It's cool.
The only time I see it to be serious for me is if I'm in worship and what you're listening to is cussing.
Yeah, valid.
Like,
valid.
I'm clearly listening to
I'm trying to get into it.
I'm clearly listening to Todd Delaney right now. And the last three things that have come out of your phone is cuss. I'm gonna need you to turn that on.
No fact. Dietrich Gamble says, "Smile more, talk less. Some people get joy in seeing that you're bothered." No, 100%.
Man,
That's a fact, cuz.
I don't even care about none of that. I stay quiet because I don't want to. One, half the time, I don't have nothing to say, and then two, the other half is like, if I say something that's gonna cause controversy, and I'm a type person, I don't like controversy. So guess what? You know, I don't care what you do, fam. I'm just gonna sit where I'm at and be in my own world.
No, valid.
Start imagining.
Just
I don't say stuff because my mouth is reckless.
Crazy. Huh?
Like it takes a lot to get me there, but once I'm there, I'm gonna let you have it. Like it's like, okay, you keep pushing that button, keep pushing that button, keep pushing that button, and I have allowed the button pushing to not poke the bear. But now, once the bear is loose, it's a wrap. I'm all of you. Like I'm all of you with all these words, and I'm having you question the value of your life at this point. So like, I have just learned to just be quiet, just because one, I understand that words can really destroy people. And sometimes your clapback
words
may cause somebody to question their existence.
Right.
And I've heard someone like, man, what they said to me made me want to kill myself. Like, granted, what you did was reckless, but now I don't want to put you to the point where I'm causing you to if you value and
Ivan Drago.
You know, watch yourself when you're talking to me, because listen, when you speak to me. Matter of fact, today, let's talk about today. He did. My father called me yesterday.
Call me.
And he said, son, I need you in the morning. I'm like, okay, for what? Okay, because apparently these young caucus stallions, not females, males.
Okay.
Have decided to use vocabulary that's disrespectful to my father. And my dad was like, so these folks that I got sons. I
ain't nothing to quit.
You know, so he was like, come pull up to the shop.
Place of him. Yep.
10 minutes to 8. Therefore, you know, I wanted everybody to be here because I was gonna walk away. 10 minutes to 8. But he had to say I don't need to come. But what it is I had already prepared my speech to let these individuals know without any physical transaction.
My dad
just
ain't
in conversation. Don't get beside yourself. Your kneecaps can become no cap.
No cap.
Kneecaps become no cap.
No cap.
I really prepared my speech. I tell them about themselves. With no physical contact, we're letting y'all know we're not doing that.
Yeah.
I get y'all two different men, y'all grown, but I was really prepared to. And if I had to destroy their black vocabulary words, I was willing to do so.
Facts.
Yeah, the call came this morning. Frank, don't show us. Are you sure? Because it's only 3 blocks.
Ceasefire.
Not 3
only
blocks.
6
Yeah.
blocks. Only 6
Facts.
blocks. I wasn't going.
I was coming back.
Ceasefire.
I think like I've had my sisters tell me like, we scared of what you gonna say, but your pull up is scarier. Like then like I remember there was a situation that happened with one of my sisters, and I was just listening. Like, you know, this is a click. What are you doing? About to book a flight. Like, this gonna be a turnaround trip. I'm not staying.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not about to stay. I'm gonna go do that. Right. I'm like,
that's it.
Land at 4, back on the plane at 6:30.
Making it happen for myself.
This is not gonna be an issue, but it was really because I saw what was going on.
Yeah.
And so I was like, some people don't understand this language until you knock their block off. Like some stuff ain't praying. Some stuff ain't, if you do this again, I'm gonna injure your life. Some stuff just takes a pull up, and it was just like, we need to convince her to get off the computer. Because unfortunately at that time Southwest was having a sale. So I was like,
stop saying with me. No, I thought that was coming from outside. I was really like, yo, what?
Yo, no.
he did that and everybody looked at the sky.
Now
like,
right.
God,
is that you?
Don't leave me, Jesus.
Hold on.
Don't leave me.
My bad, y'all. I'm playing something from my laptop and it's linked to the Bluetooth speaker in the event space. So it's just like,
so yeah, like you just gotta all together be careful with your words.
No, valid.
Understand, you know.
Like be careful with your words, like
In
from
general,
both ends, like sending and receiving. Because
thank you.
And
if
some
you
stuff
send
just
some
ain't
words
working.
my way,
Receive.
you just might receive some airmail that you just
And my wife
might
said
not be
something
willing
to.
to.
Frank, I want to see you in a fight. Like, I'm not saying I need you to be violent, but you haven't like seen you like.
She don't want to see that.
And I don't think they really understand. Y'all don't want to see that.
Y'all don't want to see that. I've seen him bulk up.
I don't.
And that was just a bulk up. That wasn't even like a I'm about to kill you. This is just like, excuse me, what you said about stuff? Bulk up.
Anything is liable to happen in the middle of a fight. Like
I be chilling.
I might black out.
I'm a blacker outer, and people don't know that. Yeah.
That's why I don't like getting upset.
That's why I don't do violence.
I don't know what might happen.
I just don't know how to.
Last time I got into a fight with a friend, like I was in Boy Scouts back in the day.
Okay, Scotty.
And we was on a trip, right? And we playing basketball, and this is one of my friends, like my best friend. He put me on the Boy Scouts. You feel me? And he was acting funny. And one thing led to another. I pushed him and I hit him with an elbow. Boom. And that just ended that entire moment. And I was just like, at that moment, I know what I'm capable of. I know
I had to do all
when
that
I get to a place, I didn't have to.
I didn't do all that.
I could have just pushed him and left it. I hit him with an elbow. Why? Why? At that moment, I knew like I gotta know when to hold them.
Gotta know
when to fold them because I can fold somebody and be locked up somewhere.
It's a real thing.
No, for real.
Because like I went to gun camp. It's crazy.
Whoa.
Gun camp.
Let's pause here. Number one. Boy Scouts.
Boy Scouts.
And gun camp.
I went to gun camp. It was like it was for kids who like the archery gun, all that. Like went to gun camp, and this is before the whole bite in the ear situation happened with Tyson.
Okay.
And this person, because I was one of the few females at gun camp, this dude. Oh, man. I'm like, sir, just leave me alone. Like, leave me. I'm not messing with you. You won't come in our sir, just leave me alone. I just need you. Let me be over here with the other three females and just mind my. But he would not leave me alone. One hit. That's all it took.
One hit is all it takes.
For the rest of because it was a 2-week camp. They didn't kick me out. They called me Tyson for the last 2 weeks of gun camp. It was Tyson. Like, so Tyson, don't mess with Tyson. Like,
that's
why. I don't know. I'm not that type of person, you know. See, I can't. For me, it's the opposite. I don't like arguing because when I get mad, my addiction rises. So like, so me getting mad, you just not gonna understand me. Because I'm just gonna start getting real colloquial with my language.
But your
you know
bulk up is crazy too, because I've seen you bulk up too.
You know,
the brother bulk up is like
nobody really pushed me like that though. So like,
I
it just take me walking by for people to leave people alone. They be like, oh, nah, I'm good.
Right.
I've gotten frustrated. I've said like words of correction, things like that. But to really be pushed to have to knock somebody out, only in dreams have I had this happen. But in reality, no.
It's your size.
Just start talking crazy.
People don't want those problems. But you're my height.
Yeah, no, like if
just be talking
if
crazy.
you see Frank coming,
you'll be confused.
And you don't run, you don't value your life.
Yeah.
Or you think you got it. You know,
or you think he saw.
Or you think you got it.
And then again, you don't value life.
Yeah.
I
actually use that to my advantage because this one dude was trying to press me, and I was like, "Please don't make my brothers pull up on you." And he saw a picture, and in the picture, it was Frank, Daniel, and Josh. I was like, "Please don't make my brothers pull up on you." I had no problems after that. It was just based on the picture of us smiling, like. So yeah.
So
you ever get into arguments with my wife?
I'm gonna get sidetracked
saying
for a
wild
second.
Stuff.
I watched this first 48 episode.
Nope.
I don't know if
it's that IDTV.
First 48? I don't know. But the girl, nope, it wasn't. It was on Facebook. But the girl and her boyfriend got into a fight. And she pretty much lied to her brother and told them that he put his hands on her and called her out her name. And they pulled up. And
well, what did you do?
The brother of the brother, pulled up, not pulled up, he was there, and they pulled out guns. So he ran in the house and went to go get his gun.
Right.
And at that moment, all bets are off.
Right. Now we done passed
he done let off 32 shots.
We done took it too far
and
now.
Somebody ended up dead because this girl wanted to call her brothers and lie. So moral of the story is, I only say this because you said this. Don't call your brothers for everything, especially if you're wrong. Only call them if you're right.
For the serious.
No, for the real stuff.
Because nobody's coming to the situation. Girl, what you do? for the
Right.
most part.
Fact.
Especially off grip, you know. We even though you're messy,
Fact.
we like, girl, what you do?
Right,
already-
yeah, fact.
I'm gonna tiptoe my way to wherever
if
you
just
at.
call me off grip,
I'm gonna come pick you
we
up.
gotta
We gonna
pull up.
leave. I'm not even gonna pull up on nobody. I'm pull up on you. Come on, get in the car.
No,
And
fact.
then as a Christian believer, there's just a pocket of, oh, this is the reason why, Lord. There's a lot of reasons why I've been humble and I have not responded to people. But now there's this blackness, Lord God, that's on the quarter that I don't need to grab it. I don't really want it. But if I need to use it,
It's there.
just manifest.
That and plus, honestly, if I call my brothers, they gonna know it's something. Because I usually handle my business myself. So if I'm calling you,
you must have took it real far.
Right,
like,
because I'm really like, I'll handle this on my own. But if I'm calling you, like, I need y'all to pull up, that's because,
all right,
yeah,
it must be a couple niggas here.
Right, it got
it definitely is a
it's
couple
something
niggas.
she can't control.
It
right
ain't
now.
one nigga. It's
That's what
definitely
I
a
was
couple.
like, if it's one, I was like, if it's just one of y'all, she ain't calling me. It must be a couple of y'all.
I'm gonna pick up a brick and bust your head open. But if it's a bunch of y'all,
It must be a
I'm
couple.
calling for backup. But yeah, with that being said, let's get into the question.
Valid.
Listen.
It must be.
What is the question of the day?
Fellas,
Oh,
this
yeah.
one's for you. Should your lady work as hard as your mother did when she was raising you?
No. You know what? Here's a complicated question, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's a complicated question, right? It's a complicated question. One, especially for me, because my mother has 6 kids.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And then we all play sports. So, and we played almost every sport, so we was busy. So she wanted us to stay busy. Because if you stay busy, you stay out of things.
Yeah.
So we stayed busy, you know what I mean? Which required my mother to do a lot of driving, not necessarily picking up and dropping off, because my mom, she would get really into it. So like we would play baseball. She started, coaching for T-ball when we was, she'd find a way to inside whatever organization we was doing,
work her
so
way
that
in
she
there.
will be there the whole time you was there. You know what I mean? But so in that sense, if I had children, yeah, because I want my children to be busy. You know what I mean? So in that sense, yeah. You know what I mean? Now, the issue is that this is where run meet the road, right? Because it's like, do you want to do all the stuff your mother do? I was like, so what? Like cook and clean and whatever? And you'd be like, well, yeah. But then at the same time, we did most of that stuff. So it was like,
and I think for me,
not my girlfriend. I don't want my girlfriend to do anything.
Right.
Really.
I think that I want you to work as hard, but you ain't got to suffer.
Facts.
I think that some of the things my mom had to suffer to do what would require to work hard. But I want you to know, I want to know that you have the capability to handle some things. Like, if something, and I said this recently, like, if something happens to me, I want to visit a friend of mine. How old? Oh, 17. I go
pushing that.
Yeah, that's terrible, but yeah. And he was just like, I can't do certain things. It made me thinking, like, if I ever got to a place where I couldn't do anything, where's the income from you?
Yeah.
Where's the bill payment for you? Where's the maintaining of even what I built or reestablished if I'm doing everything?
Fact.
So I need you to know how to execute and to do. I need you to be independently dependent. Like,
facts.
Not that you have to do everything, but that you're capable to do everything
if need
be.
Yeah.
Right. And I think those are the qualities. But if you're coming with, and I'm gonna use the word prissy.
Okay.
And you come as if you can't do anything, and you just I have no problem with you wanting to be the princess. The problem with you being wanting to be catered to and treated and taken care of. I got you. But I need to have the confidence that I can depend on you in certain areas of life, because we have no idea what this outcome is going to be.
Right.
We might be rough today, on top tier tomorrow, rock bottom on. We have no idea. And if your sole dependency is on me to do everything, when I need you, then what?
Right.
And then I got the nurse coming in. And now the nurse coming. I don't know how I got the nurse that. But now the nurse is just doing. It's just. it's important to know how to do and to even be willing to do, but not always required to do.
Yeah.
Facts.
I feel like
No,
if
that's
you're just
facts.
my girlfriend, you shouldn't feel pressured to do.
Oh yeah,
no facts.
You shouldn't be pressured to do
Facts.
anything.
So that narrative, that question comes from a conversation that I had, and a lot of females, they have this idea that the man should come in and pretty much be the be all.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. The end of their struggles and the end of their problems. Like, granted, I get it, but no.
I heard Chico Bean say he said, the conversation was just about her having I don't want to say how he said it, sexual mismanagement.
Management.
Yeah,
Yes.
And he said, why should I have to come in with all of this?
Facts.
She says, you got, like, I shouldn't have to come in. I got to check I got to provide for you. I got to take your bills, your resources, what you got going on, watch your kids, all this, just to be able to have a relationship with you. That's a whole lot of work. Now, I believe in waiting till Jehovah, marriage for sure. But I think that, right, like, the truth of the matter is, what you're requesting is exhausting.
Facts.
And when you understand, and this is what I tell my wife right now, let us do what we got to do right now until we can get to where we're going. Because when we get to where we're going, the dynamics of this situation is a whole different whatever. But if you keep trying to cry out for do all for me right now, you're going to be highly disappointed because there's sacrifices happening now. It's kickbacks and cutouts, and it ain't the best plate right now.
Right.
But if you can take the time that I can depend on you to handle some stuff, which lightens my mode in the moment to be like, oh, I got strength to get us where we got to go. So that when this table turns for us, baby, we chill out, relax. You ain't got to do nothing.
Fact.
But I also know that if something happens to me, you can do something.
Right.
And that you're not left on somebody else's couch. What a situation to be in.
No, for real.
I think, like, for me personally, I don't expect you to come in and take care of me, but I expect you not to be broke. And based on my age range,
she really shouldn't be broke.
Facts.
You definitely should not be broke.
Should be at least 10, 15 years in wherever you was doing.
Listen, because in my 10-year age range, if you within that 10 years and you broke, like, I shouldn't have to take care of you at that age. Now, some people are definitely princesses and demons. I said demons. Divas.
No, you had it right. You had it right.
No, some people are divas and, like, okay, this is how it's supposed to be and stuff like that. But for me, because I bring so much to the table, I don't expect you to even necessarily match, but I expect you to at least have your own. Like, you can't be broke dating me. I'm like, I understand life can happen while we are together.
Right.
And it's like, okay, unfortunately, pay cuts, layoffs, whatever. Things happen. But coming to the table where you leaving your mama house, coming to the table, and I got to come pick you up, you ain't got no car, coming to the table, and your credit score is 200. Like, we at this age, broke is not an option. It's just not an option for me. Especially because, like I said, I know what I have going, I know what I have coming, and I also know what kind of woman I am. But I don't expect you to come take care of me. I expect you to be able to build with me. I expect you to be able to have something of your own, that you're not depending solely on my success. And a lot of dudes is, man, I'm 45, I'm just chilling. Nigga, then chill by yourself.
Not at 45.
Because
just chilling.
You're not sticking around for my
I go to work
if you're not retired, bro.
I go to work every day, but I'm chilling.
Like, it's like, if you wait for my success, nigga, you're gonna be by yourself. Like, we just not doing it.
It's funny. It's funny. It's funny to me because I agree wholeheartedly how double standard we go. Because he can't be broke. He got to have these standards, and respectfully so. So this is not even a shot to you. But we go get her. We don't check her credit.
None of that.
We don't be checking her score.
None of that.
She can be at her daddy's house on the side of the basement.
We don't know if she really got kids.
All that. Come on.
But we still require to come proper and come correct and come dapper. And I just and I get it.
No disrespect.
No disrespect at all.
It's a lack for me. It's a lack of investigation.
No,
the reason why the reason
I'm gonna say
I'm not.
let me finish.
I
Okay.
So the
agree
reason
because
why I
I'm
say
not.
lack of investigation.
I'm not doing all that.
I'm realistic.
Not even a little
Me
bit.
finding a guy without kids right now is gonna be rare. He's gonna be like a unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
So if you come along and you have kids and you're not married, you have a baby mama. If she puts you on child support and we get married, I'm gonna be responsible for that child support as much as you are when you come together when you're married. Because it's not like, oh, it's his child support now. It's our child support. So for me, I'm going to investigate your situation and see if it's worth the investment. Because if you mess, you're not paying your child support, you doing this, you doing that, and we come together and get married, now it's my financial responsibility because you chose not to honor that. So that's why I said it's lack of investigation.
It's not even lack of investigation. The narrative for a man to pursue is definitely different. Because legit, once again, coming to talk to you, taking you out on dates, getting to know you,
gotta come top tier.
We gotta come proper. We gotta come correct.
And
we ain't what's your credit score like?
What? I'm not just coming out and be like, what's your credit score? Like,
we're gonna put our best foot forward.
Valid.
And when we gotta come at you, when we come for you, we got to come correct. Shoes got to be proper. Can't lean to the left nor to the right. I don't care if your work shoes or not. You got to come proper. And I respect that. And I think that, like you said, research is required. But I think sometimes though we dig too deep.
Yeah.
And I think that we have to be careful that when I'm married now, thank God, Jehovah, that even in our research and doing due diligence, don't make a scenario be what it's not.
Facts.
And I think that sometimes you might miss you can miss a potentially great connection because things ain't all perfect. And I think that's something that you got to balance out. Like my wife, she's a baddie. She's bad. She's built by the divine God himself. Okay. Beautiful. Fire. But baby, if you're watching, I love you. Laying field area is the productivity of the development. If you're in Buffalo,
Yeah.
So she has a little ghetto ratchet with a classy side in these elements. And you just have to take that smoke.
Yeah.
Because Frank, I had just listen, let me talk about it. Okay. I had just got finished dealing with a situation that was real like ghetto with the baby in the hand.
Wait.
This is when I had
Run tell that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Run
Okay.
Run to that. No, but I'm not doing. If mine don't come bougie, if mine don't come, if she don't come, God, we not whatever. But what it is but I seen qualities in my wife that she was a fit. Okay, God, this is what it is, and there's some investigation that I didn't do that we're finding out over time. But okay, God, this is the partner for me, and we have work to do.
Yeah.
So
I'm not saying show up to the date with a short form. Like,
here's my relationship criteria vitae.
Here's my resume.
Right, here go my resume.
let me get some references from 3
Yo, can you?
Right.
It's not like that, but what I'm saying, as you get to
For sure.
Like, because like there was a dude,
Some people just
originally
start doing
he's like in conversation, he had kids or whatever, but I end up, because Buffalo is small, I ended up like finding out from the court system, like this dude was not paying on his child support. And it was like, oh, he'll pay, he don't pay. He'll pay, he don't pay. He'll pay, he was inconsistent. He was inconsistent. So if I was to,
he was real consistent.
That's an agreement.
He paid every other. He was consistent as hell.
I thought about you yesterday.
He said every other.
But like, if you're inconsistent with that, and we build, we get married. When you don't pay, I'm forced to pay. So that's why I'm saying investigation is key. Like I said, you're not gonna know somebody's credit score until you get to that place where it's like, okay, we considering looking for a house,
right?
Or we're considering going into marriage This is what I had, because I'm gonna be honest. Until the Lord makes me a millionaire, I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. These student loans.
But you know what the Bible says? The Bible declares that when a man finds a wife, he finds good credit. Like when a man finds a wife, he finds stability. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. Don't you dismiss me because you the good thing.
No one sounds bad about that though. Like, and this is where people. People that be that get real extra about Bible coming, they're like, so then if it's a bad thing and everything start going bad, that mean I ain't find my wife. It's like, dang, bro, nah, I ain't even like that, but I hear you. But
when you marriage, when you some things just change when you find the right person. And things are just happening, Lord. Because I was in the 2x2 hut before my marriage. Okay?
But she also knew that.
No, Valley.
Like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's all about information gathering. Like I said, if marriage for me happened in the next 2 years, I'm gonna tell you, pimp.
Yeah, I had to.
By the time I graduate,
facts,
100,000 in student loans. I'm letting you know that now. I'm just
like, and then, dude, that's another. Your burden is my burden. I got
your debt is my debt.
I got y'all support.
You got school loans. Like, let's chop this debt down together.
But I'm not gonna leave you blind coming into this situation because, like, I was watching Love at First Sight. No, Marriage. What was it? Love is Blind.
Okay.
And they were talking about finances in the pods. She ain't say nothing.
You do
until after they met, fell in love. He was like, oh, okay, so we getting ready to move into a spot, and he was like, I work my business, I cleaned up my credit. She was like, oh yeah, I got $200,000 worth of student loans and $80,000 in credit card loans. Just dropped it on him in the kitchen. He was like, wait, what? We talked about finances in the pods. You didn't say nothing.
You talked about finances. I listened. Because when you ain't together, you don't necessarily got to put it out there. You just go ahead. Oh, that sounds real good. I like your concept. I like your thing.
We should go with that.
We should go with that plan. But in my hut, I used to be in the room, in the bed, just like this in a little corner. Hey, with the red light on. Macking, okay? Yeah. Let me see the rest of you. No, it ain't clean.
You
so bad.
You better come over. You can go upstairs. Not knowing I got the hut. Let me just go see it.
Bad.
We chilling.
Bags downstairs.
Facts.
In my little 2x4.
Okay, so just to answer the question, live whatever your life individually says. I don't need to believe there's nothing wrong with working hard.
Yeah.
But as my girlfriend,
if I have kids, my kids not gonna struggle like I did.
No, 100%.
They're definitely not. I'm not gonna force that on them because I started working at 15.
I'm gonna try my best not to. I'm
making my kids struggle.
No, that's the thing. Like,
making them struggle from jump,
we stress on
learn something.
I'm gonna bring y'all into Kevin's world.
Kevin's world.
Kevin ain't working a conventional 9 to 5. Hasn't for a year, and I've been maintaining this smoke coming from the family. You got a son to think about it. You got this and you got that. Listen, my son is gonna be fine. I'm doing this for my son. You feel me? He ain't gonna remember daddy ain't had no job when I was 2 years old. You get what I'm saying? He gonna know that at 16 daddy got his first car. You see what I'm saying? Like, dad got him a job. You know what I'm saying? That he was working his entire life. Like, that's what he's gonna know. Not the struggle that his dad went through to get the success that he knows. You get what I'm saying? So, like, let's not stress the
entrepreneurship. The business takes about the guy told me like 3 to 5 years 100%. Just consistently doing for it to really have a turn and consistency. I'm really in my 3rd year, and these actually, but Lord, come on, do a thing. Yeah. But what happens is that that's the struggle, and there is a portion that a toll. I'm gonna say this for you. Weighs on the family.
Yeah.
Pause here for 30 seconds. But if your family has not experienced this kind of success, they don't know this kind of toll.
They don't know the type. And they don't know the sacrifice.
They don't know the sacrifice.
Yeah.
You can hear it in the story, but when it hits and it's natural, you can see it. And what happens is you're tangible for it.
Yeah.
I can see your struggle. I can see your hard days. So you got to get you a job. You got to get you. Not. My dad said something to me yesterday that was kind of crazy. Because I told him the situation about the rent or whatever, and I told him I looking job. But the expressions you can tell. But he was like, "Oh yeah, don't worry about me. Do what you got to do. to make sure you can handle it. You know, I don't know if he was lifted, twisted.
Got you.
But
Should have recorded it.
But he said
Right.
So it was like, all right, cool. So that means that you had enough grace for me because I'm gonna hustle this week to give him what he needs to have.
Yeah.
To handle what he needs to handle, which lets me know, like, listen, you have to obey God's instructions, period.
Every time.
And you got to just move with this vein because he's gonna work it out. And sometimes they don't get it. It's a sacrifice.
Yeah.
If my wife is, and sorry, babe, welcome to being a preacher and a comedian. It's frustrated with this process, but this frustration is not just because I'm an entrepreneur and I'm busy. It's the fact that we got 3 kids.
Facts.
This beginning phase is not abnormal.
It's at a fever pitch.
But this is exactly what it's supposed to be. This is normal.
Yeah.
And this is the normal storyline to people who are successful. But if you don't realize that, you'll get so caught up in the moment that you miss the fact that it turns. Like,
yeah.
And my prayer and my hope is that you don't miss the turn.
Facts.
Because and we're not even having this kind of discussion like this, but what a disappointment it will be to exit, to leave, to do something crazy and miss the turn.
Right before we get to the city.
And miss the turn.
Facts. You miss
and then you'd be like,
acrimony.
You want to come back?
Acrimony.
You better go see the Father.
You better go see the Father.
Because I can say for me, the one, even though everything has not worked out how it should, Leon Keith. The one thing I do respect about my father is that he said to me, I'll take care of you while you're in your master's degree program. Because I don't want you to have the stress of ministry, school, and I was still in recovery with my leg, recovering with your leg, and still trying to figure out life when it comes to finances. Now, I was appreciative of that. And it's been a rocky road. But but it's also because my father recognized I started working at 15. While my brother was being a bootleg drug dealer, going in and out of jail, doing what he was doing. Because bootleg drug dealer, because you just out here making bad deals and your sister getting jumped because of it. So it was like,
got you.
Yeah, like while my brother did what he did, I always had a job. Like I always had money coming in. 15 years old, 16 years old, working, buying my own sneakers for basketball, taking care of, like I was always working. So this, in his mind, this was the moment like, Dad, I could support my daughter. Because she's got already so much on her plate. And I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate that. Like I said, it's been bumpy. Jesus. But I appreciate that space. But also, on the flip side of that, I understood I didn't let how my father used to live when he worked for the power plant and when he worked for Harrison. I didn't let that alter my perspective about hard work. Because when you work at Harrison, you worked at the plant, you had money. Like my dad had 2 cars. We had a fireplace in our living room. Like we had money, but that never altered how I felt work. Because my dad was like, my brother got everything, but I was a hard worker. So like I appreciated the exchange, but at the same time, like with my kids, you gonna learn what it's like to earn. Because if I actually do have children, I'm gonna have money. But it's like, mommy, I want. David Arnold, before he passed away, one of my favorite comedians, he said his daughter, Anna Grace, was like, I'm getting ready to turn 16, and I've been eyeing the G-Wagon. And he was like, his wife Julie pushed her aside and was like, I'm having sex with him and I don't got to do that. But like, he was like, because I created this life for my kids. Yeah. They felt entitled to have a G-Wagon at 16. Like, and for me, like, you're going to know the value of hard work, but you're not going to know how hard I worked.
You won't have
to get there. Yeah.
What I experienced. Yeah. 100%. We got a comment. Deetris, cuz she says, TD Jake said, most things fall apart in the turn. The turn is where you hold on tight.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's a fact.
TD,
as a father of 2 beautiful child, I ain't gonna lie to myself. What y'all want? just as simple.
Listen,
simply
simp daddy. Daddy simp.
What your mama say? Y'all mama said no.
Not go downstairs, go to the left.
Hey, what you doing? Nothing. I can't lie for nothing. I tried to lie yesterday. I got my wife a sweet tea and I drank a little bit of it. And it was like, it's nasty, but whatever. They had no sugar in it. But I closed it back up, but I brought it to her. She was like, You drunk this? It wasn't even a big. Yeah, I just
feel it. I can feel it. I can tell.
Yo,
Yeah, Cece and Amina go funky.
You know,
listen, and
especially because Cece got that smile too.
Cece got me last night because Cece, I took her to her crib and I held her.
I don't have that issue.
Independently by her own.
Gotcha.
But I held her with the sleep. Boom. But I woke up for the morning. This fire that get paid for is I put her down. And then I was working on fire. I looked up. She had got down off the couch. That's where I put her and came down to sleep next to me. I said, "Oh." Another one just rough. She's just the
Mina. Like Mina is tyrant. Mina really ain't got people to do, and that's why I laugh because people like Mina mean. No, she just concerns you. She don't like you. Like Cece will smile. She don't like you, but she'll smile. Mina be like, no.
I just feel like they go back and forth. They legit be in and out. I'm like.
No, I'll be chilling. My daughter grown, so I don't. I've been saying no my whole life, so I'm gonna keep saying no. So
yeah,
nah, you good.
But when we get back, we're gonna get into some church mess.
Church mess, yeah, and let's hurry up because I want to do this Bambi thing. 5716 3 in the morning.
You're locked into the vault with Dante Mound on fire. 716 Radio. Let's go.
This is engaging the youth. No longer is it okay for us to make decisions as to what we feel they should do. We already lived our youth. You know what I mean? So it's time for us to, God gave us 2 of these and 1 of these for a reason. We need to listen and watch more than we do a lot of talking. So
you can't, everything is changing, you know what I mean? From everything outside to how we feel and everything, because it's 2 different worlds we live in, 2 different generations. So I definitely get where it's hard to communicate and hard to come to an agreement on one particular thing because you see it from your eyes,
right,
from your perspective, but I might see it from another perspective. So.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked in.
I gotta
Big Frank
go, guys.
Gotta
get into some church mess.
I thought she was about to go like I think, dang, what was that memo? Good morning. You ready to get a church mess? Is going down. God is up to something crazy, and the people are crazier. So people wild out here. Like it's just so much happening.
Okay, I'm pulling it up. Church mess. We have to. This is why you have to vet who gets behind the mic. That's the intro. Hold on. Yep. Nope. Okay.
We want to cut this song because I don't know what he's playing. I don't know. But I'm singing one thing and he's turning it into something else. Was that your word? Yeah. So we want. I'm sorry. We want. Yeah. Because I couldn't. When you minister, you got to come together. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. That's what the anointing does. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, let's break this video down. First of all, your singing is trash. Let's if you right. Let's address the video in pieces. Okay. Your singing is trash and you're all over the place singing. Second of all, this musician is trying to follow your trash singing and all over the placeness. Third of all, you stop the song and ask him what is he playing because he not following you because you trying to minister and the anointing don't work that way. You're not anointed, ma'am. If I had to continue the video, she actually asked him to get up and walk off the piano because she was like, he can't follow me. He's not under the anointing. Ma'am, you are all over the place. And if I was a musician, I would have left as soon as she said, what are you doing? Oh, this is not meant for me. Yeah.
No, valid. And then what he started playing with afterwards is petty. Just
because I'm like, ma'am, what the performance? First of all, this is a storefront church.
What's gonna happen? I'm a dog on this piano. I'm gonna start playing music No, I'm gonna start playing the most secular. Dogging you. I'm dogging you.
Real love. We talking about that.
Right, like.
Yeah.
What's her name? Did that song for Dr. Dre? One thing you should know.
Michelle.
I didn't know.
She sung that song for Dr. Dre.
Oh, brother.
And Loki was digging at him. I gotta play something.
Something you should
know. So that, ma'am, you were off.
Yeah, for sure.
And the musician, God bless you, sir. This next video was a husband catches his wife cheating with the pastor.
But y'all seem surprised. So you respect my wife, you respect me also, huh? You respect me also, huh? What's going on? You know what's going on. What's going on with killing my wife? What's going on with killing my wife? What the hell is going on with killing my wife? Oh, come on, go ahead and cut that shit off, man. Come on.
What makes this video funnier? It's not funny that he was cheating with his wife. What makes this video funnier? One, he walked in and was like, dude, what you doing with my wife? He's like, nothing. We were still studying the Bible. So he had like the Bible staged open to like, so if anybody like housekeeping, anything comes in. So there was 2 beds in the hotel.
Yeah.
One of the beds was clean, Bible open. But the husband was like, don't act like you ain't been talking to my wife. I've seen the text messages. That's how I knew she was here. So he was like, no, we was reading the Bible. Look, he was like, no, sir, because you sent my wife D-pics as well. And then he was like, I'm about to tell your wife, and I'm putting this video on the church website because they need to know that you are cheating. He was like, why you gonna go on to do that, son? Why you gonna go on to put me out there, son?
Shun me.
Like he basically tried to guilt him into making the video public.
I'm in prison ministry.
Me personally, I'm right with you, brother. I already beat you up. You got balls and all put on you because at this point, I already sent it to your wife when I was walking.
And I'm mollywopping you. I'm not even talking about no grabbing tongue. So pop.
You might go out the window.
Valid.
Praise is a swimming pool down here.
This room is on y'all books, and y'all got incidents.
Yeah.
Y'all got into I grabbed my wife like Tina.
Because and we don't promote domestic violence, but if you think I'm not
if you think you finna sun me while my wife is right here, I'm gonna both sides. We all
Personally, for me, what made this video funny, this is just on a personal note. The pastor's name is Pastor Leon Mitchell.
If you know.
I said, oh, it's not him because my father ain't never been that skinny and dressed that good. But no, like it's my dad clothes ain't never fit that clean. But no, the pastor, and it's a 3-part video. But
I'm gonna be very honest with you.
He shunned him and he was like, don't do this, dude. You can't put this out here like this. No, the dude was like, I'm putting this on the church website.
I'm no.
How about your wife in the lobby waiting for you? Right. With the kids. On my drive here.
I know I ain't gonna say what I just said.
Because the wife saw it. Well, like
I just boned you on. She down here now. Now payback is that's on that. Yeah, I just put.
I got my lick back on the way.
Right in the spirit of Diaja.
Literally got
lick back. But it was like, because as soon as he walked in, the wife ran right to the bathroom, closed the door because she knew he was going.
Yo, when I tell you that there are incidents, I just this is not even my life, but I see it. It's incidental because if you think I've been kicking, let me just be honest, okay? I've kicked doors down in the past just to check on somebody's health. You think I'm not about to tear down this frame? Hotel. Everything on here is on y'all credit. Who booked the room? Good morning. Is it on my wife's card or your card?
It's on his.
It might be on the church's card.
No, it was on his because he said that's how he tracked him.
Dumb. The bed is broken. The frame is off the wall. That little fake little square that's on the wall, off the wall. The TV smashed. The latch is broken. The little hangers that don't come off the joint. Oh.
The emergency exit sign.
And then I'll tell him, if you tell, I tell. If you run to the police, forgive me for being the man of God. If you run to them, I'm putting it all on blast. Telling every last soul. And I'm calling TMZ direct.
Once again,
direct.
On my drive here.
That's a lot.
I already done talk to your wife. On my drive here, I can talk to your wife. She meeting me up here. She just gonna sit there. I'm going upstairs.
Just blackmail.
I'm gonna teach you. Then I'm gonna drag both y'all, clothes on or not, dragging everybody to the lobby.
As is.
Yeah. Because in part 3 because in part 3 of the video, he grabs his wife's phone and calls the pastor's wife, puts her on speaker. Yeah, I'm in the hotel with your husband and my wife. Since he told me not to put the video on the website, I figured, First Lady, you need to know. I said, oh, okay.
Lady probably like, I'm getting up now for my own.
She was like, and that's why I've been stealing money from him this whole time, because I knew he was out here cheating. Yep.
That's wild. Check it out.
Yeah. So, pastors, integrity. Stop cheating on your wives, especially with congregants, because they're gonna find out. They're going to find out, no matter how much you say this is a secret. Right? They're gonna find out, because And then if you piss off your secretary, everybody's gonna find out, because the secretary knows everything. So get yourselves together.
She's the second Ontarian.
She was actually on the worship team, but.
Ridiculous. Yeah, listen, when we get back, y'all better get into hot topics and our final thoughts. We're going down Fire 716 Big Frank in the morning. You're like, man.
One decision. Epic movie.
I am Barnabas Matthews. I represent Sector 716, and the COVID-19 virus will not take us out. We will conquer. We will win. They thought it had us, but it did not. And we will not lose or be defeated. I am Barnabas Matthews, and we will not be defeated.
What's up, everybody? It's Kier here, and Jack, Faith, Hope, Love. We all are facing some type of battle. This time, I decided that I'm fighting back. I just refuse to literally let the battle overpower me, and I want to overpower the battle this time. You have to still go through the battle, because I still need to get out of you what I need from you. You can beat it. It's just about knowing to getting into a place of confidence, like, I can beat this. I can get past this. This does not have to consume me. This does not have to... I don't have to wear this on my shoulders at all, truthfully. I can let it go. What's up, everybody? It's Kier here, and Jack, Faith, Hope, Love.
Fire 716, Bobby Frank, like the Big Frank in the morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're getting ready to get into some hot titty pockets.
Titty pockets, okay, cool.
That sounded terrible.
Hot topics. Yeah, get into some hot topics. Bootsy, I'm not gonna say his last name because his cousin, but Bootsy was acquitted of his recent gun charges. But as he was walking out of the courtroom, the federal agents arrested him on some other charges that have not been disclosed yet. So as soon as he walked out, he was rearrested.
They do that. They do that a lot.
That's messed up.
They do that a lot. If you get if they can't really pin it on you, they'll find something else.
But it's a whole nother case. This is the federal case is a whole other case. Yeah.
They wanted him for the federal case anyway.
Yeah.
They just wanted to get him on something.
Yeah. So the gun charge he was dismissed with. But then as soon as he's like, I'm free, arrested right outside.
I'm free. I'm free. I'm locked up.
2 Americans vacation to Mexico found dead in a hotel room. Oof. This is another group of Americans that are found dead in Mexico.
Somebody I know just went to Mexico, got married.
They said it was intoxication by substance to be determined. But when they also investigated, they said that the 2 Americans complained of they felt like they had food poisoning.
They drunk the water.
But then they said a cause of death was listed as intoxication by substance.
That happened before with some other folks, like link the water or alcohol.
Yeah,
the water.
So y'all stop going to Mexico and drinking.
I don't want to
stay
go
on
to Mexico.
the whatchamacallit. That'd be our problem.
There's a big fat policeman at the door.
Stay on a resort.
Stop venturing and being adventurous.
Stop being adventurous.
Because this is like
I went to
this is like the 20th American that has
nice
died
experience.
in Mexico.
Yeah.
So
the thing is, don't stay at Mexico. Get on a cruise. Dock.
Go places.
Go somewhere and get back on the boat. You feel me?
Ray Lewis III, son of Pro Football Hall of Famer Ray Lewis, dies at the age of 28.
Oh, that's crazy.
They're still trying to determine his cause of death, but based on how his brother posted, it sounded like it was suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was just like, it was just so hard for you to deal with this and this and this and this. Like, it sounds like it, but I'm sure the cause of death will come out soon. Shaq surprises a family of 12 with a brand new 15-passenger van and a father with a new truck. So shout out to Shaq.
No, big shout out to Shaq. DJ Shaq Diesel. My guy is fire for real. Y'all seen that video I sent y'all?
No.
In a group message?
I haven't checked.
It was one of his DJ sets.
Oh yeah.
Fire.
He was in Buffalo a few months ago.
He was DJing
Town Ballroom.
Oh, word.
Him and Idris Elba.
Right. Yeah.
Fire DJs.
Legit.
So if you want to, come support the radio station and do a set for us.
You feel me?
For promotion purposes.
It's your boy Shaq.
Shaq Diesel. Yo.
Idris Elba. Hey, this is Idris.
No.
Real English.
Shout out to Tyler Perry, who now owns BET and VH1.
Big ownership. Huh?
He beat out Diddy, and who else was it?
It was somebody else.
But if I can't get a job,
honestly, I feel like if it wasn't him, it should have been somebody else. Because you know what I'm saying? If he didn't buy out Diddy or beat out somebody else, it should have went
another person for BET.
Yeah,
so he bought VH1.
That's good though. That's good. I like that.
Shout out to I'm gonna destroy her name, but 25-year-old Pascara Matembe.
Okay.
She was the first 25-year-old to manage her own law firm.
Okay, girl.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Black girl magic.
25
years old.
Let's go.
And managing her own law firm. So shout out to her for out here doing the
before Juneteenth. You doing big things. Come on, y'all.
Ted Kaczynski, known as the Unabomber, finally died at the age of 81. He was found unresponsive in his cell at 12:30 a.m. They transported him to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. If you do not know who Ted Kaczynski is, he was the Unabomber. So he was the person that was going around bombing different scientific buildings and a bunch of other different things because he was trying to rage against the technological system because he said it's going to destroy the world.
No,
destroying the world right now it is.
I'm gonna say this.
Now it's destroying the world.
He wasn't too far off.
He wasn't
with his information. But the tactics that he used to get there were a bit extreme. I'll say that. Because he could have made a bomb threat. Evacuate the building, then blow it up. Boom.
Yeah, he was killing random people who had nothing to do with what was actually.
Okay.
Future AIs.
Future AI agents.
Because if you worked in the technology department at a school, he sent a bomb to the school. Like, you may have had nothing to do with it. It was just like, I'm gonna drop these bombs. The only reason why he got caught is because he did the manifesto, and his sister-in-law was like, "This is your brother," and he was like, "It could be," and they turned him in and found out it was him. So his sister-in-law was one who broke the case.
Wow.
But they didn't catch him for like 12 years. Nelly and Ashanti are back together.
Wait.
You can't break the.
Dang. You should have said.
Man, that's
Kelly
years
Rowland.
ago. Man, how many years is that in between that relationship?
That's crazy.
Khalees addresses the rumor about her and Bill Murray actually dating. They're not.
Okay.
They're just really good friends.
Okay.
But she was like, absolutely not dating. Bill Murray. Stop the madness.
That's what they all say.
So that is what I have for
They're
hot
cool
topics.
people.
And
It's weird.
my final thought is Get your information straight before you start broadcasting stuff.
There you go.
Better stop that line.
Listen, yo, what's your final thought? I got a text message. I gotta go address some people.
Oh man.
No, not my father.
Oh, okay.
Sound like guns.
Sound like guns. What it is a contract being solidified and it being altered without
your approval.
Yeah, well,
got you.
Well, it's
That's
just
fine.
take your own time, and we should be going.
Right. Final thought.
Final thought.
Be ye ready.
Be ye ready.
Because the moment is on its way.
Yeah, and for Steve Pryor, it's happening right here, right now.
Right here, right now. Tap in, tap in, tap in.